Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Friday. It is February 24th. Listen to me, July 24th.
Say February?
I did say February. July 24th, 2020. I don't know where I got February from, because if it was February up here, we would be...
Because our calendar in the house is February 27th.
It's right, because the calendar in the house says February, but that also says 2017. So, but anyway, so very beautiful day today, just absolutely gorgeous here at the homestead. It's about 4 o'clock right now, and then we have Miss Heather here. So the topic of the video, I figure we would do a quick interview with Heather, because she will be going back to college next month, and so I figured, you know, a lot of people would be curious to how she feels about going back to school, what are her concerns, and all that type of stuff. So let's start out with, obviously, so what is your number one concern with going back to school?
People not following social distancing guidelines,
Okay.
not wearing masks. That's one thing that I'm very pro-mask. I think that even if it doesn't work, it's just polite. I know some people are like, it doesn't work, but I think it's just polite too. And I hope that everyone's able to social distance accurately.
And you're hoping that they don't, I know you were talking about, you're hoping they don't do any huge parties and stuff.
I said I don't think that they will.
Right. I think they would be broken up pretty quickly.
Yeah. But like, I was talking with my best friend who's going to be going to RIT this year too. And they don't want people in each other's dorms. And her and I live like 2 doors apart. She's like, and we like to see each other sometimes anyways.
Yeah, but that's not, that's your room. Your dorm is the building you're in, isn't that correct? Or
It's like your dorm room.
oh, well, they're not going to stop people from visiting each other, I don't think. I don't think that's realistic expectation. You probably don't want a person from another building coming over and hanging out in another building.
But then we have the tunnels underneath all the dorms that you're going to be passing through anyways to do laundry or whatever.
Right.
Kind of hard to stop that.
It will be, and then you have the classrooms that you do have to go to. So what are the steps that they're taking when it comes to the classrooms?
Why not? They're going to have like plexiglass for like the professors. I don't know if they're going to be doing that for every like individual like desk, but they've definitely cut down class sizes a lot so we can stay separate.
So the classes are going to be a lot smaller.
Yeah. And of course, just I don't know, a lot more stuff is not going to be online.
So now how much of your classwork will be online?
It's about half and half.
About half and half? Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking like 7 classes this year. 7, yeah, and like 4 of them are going to be online, I think.
Okay.
3 of them, I don't remember. I'll have to check, but
So now what is one of the steps that RIT is taking before you can come back to school?
well, we all have to get a test to make sure that we're not, infected. So that gives us time to quarantine before we actually get back to school.
So everybody, including all the professors and anybody that works there, has to have a COVID test before they come back to school.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What else was I going to ask you? So then now once you are in school and school has started, what are they going to be doing for daily checks of people? What were they going to do with that?
Well, first we're all going to get masks from them, but then we're all going to get a thermometer that we have to measure our temperature and measure if we have any symptoms and put it into an app that they've made with one of the local hospitals. And then they're going to, based on how we're feeling, what our temperature is. So there's a cat meowing.
I know,
They're
Hero.
going to let us know from the app if we're able to come to class or not. So like, let's say if I say, oh, I have a temperature and I don't feel good, then they're going to say like, stay home for that day.
Right.
Or like if I have like a sore throat, they're going to be like, stay home.
Gotcha. Yeah, because people are still going to get sick. Other things are still going to happen.
Yeah, so they don't just want to make sure that, everything's good. It's all Gucci.
All Gucci. So, okay, so now, do you think, in your opinion, just your guess, what you think, do you think you're going to be able to get in the whole school year this year?
I mean, hopefully.
Hopefully, right.
I don't know, I can't make that guess because I haven't been there and seen how people are doing.
Right.
That's something that I can accurately project right now.
Now, what are they doing? Okay, so here's another question that people would probably be curious about. Overseas students, what are they doing for the overseas students?
I think that if they're currently overseas, they can't come back. But I don't know, they're probably all going to be online. Like, I know there's a big thing with, like ICE wanting to revoke people's visas. And they thankfully stopped that, because they're like, if you can't come back, you shouldn't have your visa revoked, because you know, it's not your choice.
So the overseas people are not going to be able to come back into the.
So like I've seen lots of posts on Facebook from like the RIT Facebook of people trying to find other people to take their lease because they can't come back, stuff like that. But I don't know if they're going to be doing online classes that way, like remotely or not. Hopefully.
Right. So now the students that are going to be coming from outside of New York State, what do they have to do before they go back to class?
I do believe they have to quarantine for 14 days. I know that's a big thing that everyone's like, how are we going to be able to do that with jobs? A lot of people are working. But I know that there's like 31 states right now, I think, that New York wants to have, because they're like high risk states.
Right, the ones that have a lot increase in the virus right
We
now.
have to fill out a form, like a travel form, to say, have you been anywhere in the past month or so, and where are you coming from? So like, since I'm from New York, I don't have to do anything else.
Right.
So I don't know for other people. I have to ask my friend that, like, I have a friend that lives in Pennsylvania, if he's going to have to quarantine or not.
Right.
Like, he works at a Walmart, so that's a...
Makes it difficult.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, while we're doing this, I want to remind everybody really quickly, I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And right now it's 4, and I could not tell you what the topic is yet. You'll have to look at the description when I upload. It's a surprise! So, yeah, so we will be doing the live stream tonight at 8 p.m., so please join us for that. And, you know, looking forward to seeing everybody in the chat for that.
I guess I'll pop in. I'll make my presence.
You'll make your presence known?
I'll have to make a time out of my schedule to do that, but...
You have to check your schedule?
Yes. I'll have a cat sighting.
A cat sighting?
You guys all love.
Yes. So, well, I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you sharing what you know with the school.
And if any of you have any further questions, put them in the comments, and we can do a follow-up video or answer them in the live stream.
Yeah, we can
I'm
actually.
sure that some people are thinking other things that we haven't thought of.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions, you know, Heather can join us in the live stream tonight, and we can touch on those things. If anybody, like I said, if you have questions, save that for then, and then you know, we'll go over, you know, some other questions if anybody has any. But so basically, to run it through, anybody out of state that's in the United States that is in a hotspot state, and there's 31 on that list, they have to quarantine for 2 weeks before they can come back to the school.
And I should also say that school starts the 19th of August. So it's pretty short term that they're telling us all this.
Right, yeah, so the school is starting on the 19th of August, so...
And, like, I know that my friend that's going to be a freshman, she's moving her stuff there, like, on the 8th, and then moves in on the 15th. And then, like, I'm moving in on the 16th because I'm upperclassman.
Right.
So, yeah, they're trying to... It's really short term with what they're doing with everything.
Right. So,
lots of students are concerned. They've, like, written, like, an open letter to RIT. But be more transparent about what you're doing.
Right. Well, that makes sense, and they should know. Yeah, they should be giving you guys... And I'm going to tell you what, I think a lot of these colleges and regular, you know, schools for the, you know, the younger kids... I think a lot of they're flying by the seat of their pants. They're waiting to see what happens with the next stimulus package, because especially like, you know, elementary schools and high schools and stuff, they did not receive enough money. They received $12.5 billion.
And if you think that little kids are not going to jokingly cough on each other,
or lick their hand and chase each other around and yelling Corona, yeah, it's absolutely going to happen. And you're not going to stop little kids from hugging and showing affection to each other. There's no way you're going to stop that. And honestly, in my opinion, I think that would be detrimental to teach children that showing affection for each other is a bad thing.
Well, I don't think it's so much in general. I think that they say, given the circumstances, if you're sick, then you shouldn't be touching each other. I think they can frame it that way.
Right, but again, you'd have to, well, yeah, they're little germ factories when they're little, though, so...
Yeah.
It'll be very interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, but like RIT gives us news, and they're like, "Oh, you all get a fridge in your room, but you can't bring your own." And we're like, "Wow, news!" Like, they're not really telling us a whole lot.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And like we're people that need to know.
Well, it makes sense.
All adults.
Right.
It's important to know.
Not always mature adults and young adults, so I will give you that one.
I think that
but Heather is the exception to the rule. Heather is very mature, so I'm not putting you down, dear. I'm just saying a lot of those kids are not very mature.
I'm mature with my ladybug socks.
That's right. You're rocking the ladybug socks. So.
But, yes.
All right. Well,
once again, if you have any questions, put them in the comments.
In the comments or in the live stream tonight. So we'll discuss some more stuff. So Heather will join us at some point, and we can sit down and we can address any questions that other people have. But anyway, gorgeous day. We pulled in so far 8.1 kilowatt hours already. So that's a really nice thing. And it's I'm going to turn this around really quickly so you can see the sky. It's pretty decent. Now, okay, so I'm going to point it out just because I'm a jerk. That airplane doesn't have a great big huge long trail behind it. Geez, isn't that weird? So that is a condensation trail. Isn't that interesting how it's dissipating as the plane is moving? The other ones that leave that huge trail behind them, yeah, sure, that's the same exact thing. Okay, I believe that. So just showing that. Well, I hear somebody crying, so somebody's not happy. All right, guys, well, listen. I'm going to jump off of here from now. I just wanted to do this with Heather, to share that with you, share her thoughts, share her concerns, and kind of give you an update of what like her college is doing, for the upcoming school year. And so, not too far away. And I do, yes, as a father, I have my concerns. I will say that for sure. I do have my concerns. So anyway, I will see you all tonight, 8 o'clock for the live stream. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching those goals is you. Nobody else can stop you. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you'll be fine. All right? I will see you all tonight. I hope everybody's having a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.